Let's talk about side hustle success criteria. There are common success criteria for anybody who's looking to start a side hustle and grow it. What are they? Let's take a look in this video, shall we? I'm Derek West. You're watching Finance Squared. Lovingly, tenderly, gently smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of the greatest finance videos on the internet when they drop. But let's dive right into it, starting with the least critical and moving up to the most critical. To be a successful side hustler, you need to be customer oriented. The customer is always right, even when they're wrong, except when they steal. So, no matter what business you're in, whether it's your main gig, whether it's your side gig, to really be successful, you have to think from a customer's perspective. Your customer, they're taking money out of their own wallets, and they're picking from amongst a bevy of side hustlers, main hustlers, and all types of folks looking to sell them stuff. When they pick you, they're putting their faith in you that the product that they're getting, well, that it is going to solve their needs, their wants, make their desires come true. So you really need to cater to that. See, the customer is always right is not necessarily a reference to when you're arguing with somebody, a customer in particular, over whatever it is. In those instances, a customer can actually be wrong. What a customer is always right. What that really means is that the customer, he's the one that's paying you the money. It's their goal that you're looking to fulfill. So whatever you create, make sure you have the customer in mind. Make sure you target your product, your service, to their desires, not to your desires, which is a common mistake a lot of side hustlers make. Next up, for successful criteria of a side hustler, a successful side hustler is a delegator. All successful companies, leaders, individuals, they delegate. What do I mean when I say delegate? Well, there are tasks that we all can do, that we all love to do, that we all need to do to get our business running, to keep our main gigs afloat, i.e., we got to show up for work every day and execute the job that we're asked to do. So in your side hustle, it's very similar. There are tasks that every business, they have to get done. But sometimes side hustlers, entrepreneurs of all stripes, they feel as though they need to do everything just to get their business working. Well, that's not necessarily true. You need to understand everything that needs to happen for your business to execute. And at first, when you're a one-man band side hustling, you're going to need to do everything. But eventually, you're going to have to let go of that desire. You're going to have to let go of that instinct. And you're going to have to let others help you accomplish your goal. That piece of it, honestly, is never easy. But it is necessary if you're going to grow and if you're going to scale. Because, if we're being honest, there's only 24 hours in a day. And there is only one you. If you delegate, you can take your vision and you can extend it and grow it so that your side hustle can become your main hustle. Next up, for successful criteria for a side hustler, their organization level is optimized. What do I mean by organization level is optimized? You're always going to want to be as organized as possible, right? Well, let's think about it in the terms of the growth of your side hustle in your entrepreneurial journey. When you're first starting out, you really don't know what you don't know, and you don't know how pieces fit together. You really don't have a way to put all those pieces in the right boxes and stack those boxes in the right order to ensure that your product or your service is delivered as effectively as possible. And at the same time, you're maintaining enough records that you're able to fulfill any actuarial, accounting, tax requirements that may come your way. And believe me, they will if your business grows at all. But if you start doing that at the very beginning, all you do is focus on the organization of your side hustle. For example, you go ahead and you get some office space, and then you hire a secretary, and then you get an online task board, but you haven't even really decided what it is that your business or your side hustle that you're trying to execute, what the value proposition that it is to your customer. You're organizing your side hustle in the wrong order. You need to be organized for the position that your side hustle is in. If you're just starting off, you don't need an LLC. You need to make sure that your business proposition works and that you can get cash. If you're 12 years into your journey, and if you're lucky, pulling in $10, $12 million yearly in your side hustle, which should, at that point, $10, $12 million, that should be your main hustle. Nevertheless, and you still haven't organized and got your LLC together and you haven't gotten your accounting together, I don't know how you manage to do all that. You will need to report your taxes. But if you're in 10 to 12 years and you're making 10 to 12 million in revenue and you still haven't organized that, well, that's going to be a problem as well. Make sure your organization and your organizational level fits the position that your business or your side hustle is in. The second most important trait of a successful side hustler is that they're focused. Focusing on your side hustle means that you're picking one thing and you're executing on it and you're not giving up, and that you're gearing in on it and you're learning about it and that you're trying to execute on it. One of the problems that I see with a lot of side hustlers when they start off is that they jump from side hustle to side hustle. Whatever new thing comes along, they go ahead and they execute and they do that. Well, the problem with that is if you try every side hustle, you will fail at every side hustle, because you try one, you give up, you try another, you give up, you try another. Every time you're giving up on one side hustle. Well, really, the truth is you only fail when you give up. If you're on one side hustle and it's not going the way that you want, well, that's not because you're bad at it or you can't do it. It's because you're not putting in enough time, which takes us to the next and most important trait of a successful side hustler: perseverance. I was talking about the fact that some side hustlers, oftentimes they see one thing, they skip to the next and skip to the next. For example, early, let's say 2015 timeframe, Amazon FBA was a big thing. Then came Shopify. Then came, let's say, print on demand t-shirts. I knew several people in the side hustling environment who would switch from one to the other to the other. Let's be honest. Videos like the best side hustles for 2023 or the best side hustles for 2022 aren't really helping with the problem. They're kind of giving people the opportunity to look and switch with different side hustles and kind of lose focus. Nevertheless, when you find a side hustle or when you're looking to get into a side hustle, what you're trying to do is you're trying to assess if this side hustle is right for your aptitude, for your skills, and for your desires. If the side hustle that you're picking meets those three, then you're going to want to stick with it. And stick with it, and stick with it, and stick with it. Don't give in. Sure, it may not grow to be a 9-figure business. However, if it does grow some, and it does provide you with income that you can use to sustain yourself, then it's a side hustle that's worth keeping and worth sticking with. Switching from side hustle to side hustle, that's only a guarantee of failing at side hustle to side hustle. So, those are the criteria for a successful side hustler. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you find yourself switching from side hustle to side hustle? We're all dying to know. And remember, a goal without a plan is a wish. A goal with a plan and no action is a wish list. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Peace.